Hey, what's going on everybody, and welcome to the RC Retro channel. In this episode, we're going to be fixing up the Hirobo Alien MID4 and getting it ready for some track action for later on in the spring. Now, this was gifted to me by my buddy, Staten Island Rock, who purchased this just for a mere $50. Now, if you know anything about Hirobos and you ever look for them, whether they're used or they're new, they go for top dollar. Not just top dollar, but probably silly money. You don't see too many of these that often. The fact that he got it for $50 was pretty darn amazing. And then after he did some work to it to try to restore it, he passed it on to me and gifted it to the channel. So thank you again, Staten Island Rock. So when I say we're gonna fix this up, there's really nothing broken with it. What the issue is with this is when Staten Island Rock got it, there were wrong front arms on the Alien Mid. I don't even think they were Hirobo arms. And so when he went to try to restore it, all he can do is find new rear arms. So there's actually two sets of rear arms on here. There's rear arms in the rear and rear arms in the front, which is why if you look at this head on, and I'm sure you can see it in the camera, you can see that the geometry of the whole front end is completely out of whack. Look at the toe and the camber on this. It's a little ridiculous, right? And so then when he passed it on to me, he said, I'm sure you'll be able to find it, meaning the front arms, and good luck to you. And I said, absolutely, I'll do my best. And I hit up the Facebook groups for Hirobo, and a gentleman by the name of Anzo Lee was kind enough to sell me a set of used front arms. So thank you, Anzo. And at the same time, my buddy Keith over at RC Icons was like, yo man, I got you, buddy. And he sent me new front arms. So now I have a set of used front arms and new front arms. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the new set of rear front arms that's right up here, that's messing with the whole geometry of the front, take those off, put them off to the side with the ones that Keith gave me, as I have a whole bunch of new bits and pieces for the Alien Mid. And the hopes is that one day I'm gonna go and restore this to as close to mint as possible as I possibly can. That's like my hopes and dreams for the future, is to try to collect some pieces and restore this. But for right now, I'm gonna leave on the used rear arms, put these used front arms on, and then get this ready for some track action. So already ordered up a new body, got it all painted. I'll talk about the challenges because believe it or not, just for two colors on here of silver and black, you would think it was an easy paint job, but it's not as easy as you think. And then also talk about some of the inconsistencies I see online with the stickers and the MCI stickers that I got. But we'll talk about that a little bit later on. I have to go zebra body, we're gonna get rid of this, and order a gear box cover, and I was told they have those on Shapeways, so I gotta go order that. Hopefully it'll get here before you guys are seeing the finished product video, so hopefully that'll come soon. I'm gonna order that right as soon as I cut and shut the camera off. And then we're gonna get some electronics in here as well and get it all tuned up and ready to go for the spring. So there will be a follow-up video to this on Phil's Deepwood Speedway where we're gonna be racing this around. All right, so there's really a lot to get to in this video, so I'm gonna cut right to the front end and show you the before and the after of putting on the new front arms. Well, I ended up doing a little extra off camera. Besides improving the front geometry of the Alien Mid, I also fitted it with electronics, put the decals on, and did the white tire lettering. Now, as far as improving the front geometry, I put the right front arms on, took off the wrong ones, and adjusted the turnbuckles, but we're not quite there yet because I do not have the original shocks. You You probably imagine getting the original shocks for these are kind of hard and on the expensive side. Right now, it has the wrong shocks on the front and the rear. They are black. They look pretty cool, but they're a little too big. So I'm just going to work with what I got and leave them on there. And we're going to get this out for a future action video, but we'll talk more about that later on. As far as the body, I mentioned earlier in the video that it's not as easy as you think to paint this, even though it's just silver and black. For one, this is a pain to mask up right over here because of the way it arches and curves. And then these two little vents on the side are pains as well. But if you take your time and mask it up, then your paint job's gonna come out a-okay, and I'm very pleased with mine. So just take your time. That's my tip right there. And then the decals on here, this is the discrepancy. So the box art shows the red trim and also shows the blue and the black stripe on either side. MCI, I love them to death. They do wonderful things for the RC community and let all of us enthusiasts recreate vintage RC cars, right? But their stickers for the Alien Mid do not have the blue and the black stripe, nor do they have the red trim. I'm not quite sure why, but then again, I don't know what the original sticker sheet looks like for the Alien Mid and if that was actually included. I do have a partial sticker sheet here, and I say partial, so I don't know what else is missing from here, but I do see one blue stripe, very much like the MCI sticker sheet. This isn't curved, nor is it long enough to run the length of the car. So how did I get mine? Well, I gave it over to Fix It Phil, who makes his own stickers, and he was kind enough to make the blue and the black stickers on here, as well as the red trim, and put them on for me, so thank you so much, Phil. Now it looks more like the box art. As far as the placement of the other stickers, well, I kind of just went and did it my way, what I thought looked good, a little bit different than the box art, but I definitely wanted the blue and the black stripe and the red going around. I feel like this really makes it right over here. Also, the white tire lettering. Now, if you have an RC where you could do the lettering in a color, specifically maybe white or anything else to match the body, I've seen people do all different colors depending on your body. I suggest you do that. It really finishes off the RC nicely. What kills me is that I am going to run this. So, which means the tires are gonna get dirty, the white will probably get scratched off a little bit, and then I'm gonna have to clean the tires after running this, and I'm probably gonna have to do the white all over again, and that's just a pain in the butt, because that is very meticulous work right over there and time consuming, but well worth it nonetheless. And I feel like when I'm running this out there and I'm capturing it in all of its glory, you need to have the white tire lettering. So I'm gonna have to mentally prepare myself to do that all over again. So yeah, as far as getting it out, well, we're in the winter time right now and it's a little chilly outside, as you can imagine. You're probably seeing this video sometime at the end of March, beginning of April, and the weather is gonna start warming up, and then I'll be able to get this out for some fun. I don't necessarily think I'm gonna get it out on the track. I'm probably just gonna get it out on the baseball field and just do some donuts, jump it off a ramp a little bit, take it easy on here. Oh, before I forget, I also mentioned that I had to order a 3D printed gear cover. And sure enough, 2 days after I ordered this, guess what popped up on eBay? Yup, an actual gear cover right here. Hirobo Limited Racing Crew. And not new, but in lightly used condition. So I'm gonna get this on here in that next video before we get it out for a little bash. All right, and that's pretty much it for this video. So thank you so much, and I'll check you guys all in my next. Take care now.